Just making the right play, keeping it simple. Ant with 9 assists, Julius with 8. That's always going to be a recipe for success for us. But I thought they did a really good job of, kind of drawing a crowd and getting off of it. And guys stepped up and made shots. We turned it over, I thought, a little too much. We haven't been turning it over first half. But, in the second half, we only had 7. But for a long time there until the end, we really only had 2 or 3 turnovers in the big run that we had. So that was key.
Ant now has 10,000 for his career points and third youngest to ever do it. Just how do you see him kind of coming along and being able to score in different ways, but also open things up for his teammates?
Yeah, I think it's, the scoring comes natural to him in a lot of ways. I think back to the first 40-point game he had in his rookie year down in Phoenix. At that point in time, you knew, there was something inside him where he could, get to that. But what I'm most pleased of is he's just playing a great floor game. It really is. Like, he's just driving it when the drive is there, getting off of it in the crowd, trusting his teammates, executing the offense, running plays, making the next pass, and moving well off the ball too. So
you kind of won this game in the first 4 minutes of each half.
Yeah.
What was, coming out like that, you never really know, I guess, but
sure.
What did you emphasize, and what do you think was the difference?
Well, we've been emphasizing better starts. And I thought offensively, Julius really set a tone for us, both halves. Defensively, I thought we were all locked in, pretty active. Contesting everything, making everything difficult. Those guards are a handful. Those bigs are super skilled. They got soft hands. They catch everything that's thrown to them. So it really puts a lot of pressure on your pick and roll defense. But I thought our guys were really good at reading each other in there, in the paint. And for the most part, we took away the cheap shit. I thought in the first half there was at least a half a dozen plays where we just kind of got beat at the end of the play. Whether it was a cut or a tip in or a hustle play, even though we were playing hard, we didn't finish that 5%. So came out with the mentality. I think we finished all the plays we needed to. So.
And you don't really need Rudy to get a lot of points, but you guys are like 18-4 now, and he's in double figures.
Yeah,
just enough, it seems, to keep him engaged all the way around. It seems.
Yeah, he was a monster on the offensive glass. He only got 4, but he probably kept alive at least another 4 or 5. I was proud of him, man. Their game plan was clearly to take a piece out of Rudy every time he rolls down, just, clobber him on the glass. Just every chance they got, they were trying to hit him, and and he kept his composure and just played through it all. So.
A couple weeks ago, you were talking about kind of the dynamic between Julius and Ant and how that shifted a little bit this year since Ant has had the ball in his hands more so. When you see a night like tonight, what's maybe changed, or what have you gotten to with those two specifically over the last couple of weeks?
I think they're back to they're back to having a better a bit of connection, chemistry. I think it was literally just like the dynamics of Ant being on the ball more, and I think. Playing off of each other a little bit better. Obviously, other guys initiating offense helps because now Ant can be the beneficiary of some Julius kickouts, which we see, that kind of stuff. So,
Julius said out there on the court that they realized how good they can be. What do you think made that click in their minds of what they can accomplish when they do play this way?
A lot of kicking and screaming. I don't know. I mean, we could, we've seen it inside ourselves, and sometimes we're our own worst enemy at times. I think, I got those losses around the holidays were revealing. I think that was quite embarrassing for us, but we just made a commitment to playing our best basketball. Like we challenged them. We said, we're never going to know how good we're going to really be until we just play better basketball, every single night with a little bit more focus. So,
as Cleveland started to come back and forth, what did you think of your team's play down the stretch of the game this year?
I thought, I thought a little loose in transition. We lost Merrill a couple times. Obviously, a couple turnovers we were able to survive. I thought those were plays we should have finished and executed. But we didn't. But we made enough plays. We made a couple hustle plays. Jaden was really big. Stepped up at the right time. Julius got the free throw rebound to kind of seal it. So, Ant had the one drive and finish.
This team up to this point had been more inconsistent this season, but I think after the Washington win, you talked about how you guys are going to start stacking wins. What gave you confidence that this was going to carry through?
Just the 48 minutes, really. I mean, it's, there was no, there's going to be parts where you don't play well. There's going to be parts where, you make mistakes and things like that. But you could just, the connectivity's there. Our players feel connected. You can see them offensively and defensively. And I just feel like the concentration's there. And, they're not fighting the game.